Hi gamers, welcome to the stream. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had really bad hiccups. Right before the stream started, and I was like on the starting screen and I was like, please make it stop, please make it stop, please make it stop, please make it stop. So if I continue to hiccup, there's nothing I can do to stop it. There's nothing I can do. Also, so many redeems. Thank you so much. Thank you. Going in order. Guns, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate you and your 5 months of amazing content watching. And Sam with the 23 months. That's 1 month away from 2 years. That's nutty. Nearly 2 years has flown by and all the chaos. Thanks for accepting my chaotic bullcrap for nearly 2 years. All I go to. Thank you. Thank you for being here for 2 years, gamer. And Taylor, hey Lens, how are you doing? I have been exhausted. Let me put it simply, plainly, like, oh my gosh. Like, I never work openings at my job. I was always like mid to nights, and then I got scheduled so many openings in a row, you guys. I have opened for the last 3 days, and it's been so hot outside that I've just died. Truthfully. Like, to put it simply, I have evaporated. So I literally came, my day today, chat, was wake up at 5 a.m. Keep in mind, this is from someone who has blatant insomnia. So I got in bed at 9, didn't fall asleep till midnight because I just toss and turn nonstop. Got 5 hours of sleep, woke up at 5, and then just baked in the sun all day until I was off. But I was so heat exhausted, food exhausted, like just hungry, and like everything was awful, you know? So then I came home, and I was so hungry that I wanted to eat, but nothing sounded good. And I was like, fine, you know what? Frick it. I'll just order a pizza. 1 pizza from Domino's. 1. And I'm not even talking fancy. I'm talking it had Alfredo sauce, it had chicken, it had bacon, it had spinach, and something else on it. Was $32 for 1 pizza. And I said, absolutely not. And so then I was like, you know what? I don't have the mental capacity to deal with this. So I got so tired and so angry that I went to bed and I slept for 3 hours. And I said, I'm going to try this again when I wake up. And that's what I did. So I woke up and I said, all right, now I have to make myself presentable for stream. So I literally, this is my day, chat. Sleep, wake up. Work, sleep, wake up. Hey, chat, how's it going? So that's my day in one singular nutshell. Also, Lunar, I did see you. Thank you so much for becoming a Woodland Guardian. You have a member claim already, right? Do you not? Do you? Do you not? Do you? Do you not? I can't remember. Either way, if you don't, let us know and we can get a member claim on the member document for you. But I appreciate you becoming a Woodland Guardian. Let me see if I still have this up, chat. It might still be in my Domino's app. No, it's gone, isn't it? I closed it in my anger, didn't I? I did close it in my anger. It was $32 for 1 pizza. Like, what? It's not like it was fancy. It's not like I had 8 million toppings. I just don't understand. Want to know something crazy? I first found you when you first started doing college. This month I confirms time is a myth. That is crazy. Or when you first started doing college. That's so nuts. Are you graduating soon? Or are you already graduated? That's so nutty though. That's crazy. Thank you so much, Lunar. I appreciate you, gamer. Thank you. 20 months. College, like old people school? Yeah, that's the one. The one that really doesn't make a difference on your career path 9 times out of 10 now, that's the one. Unless you're going to school to be like a doctor or something that is like of that prestigious level, it just doesn't matter much anymore, does it, chat? It just doesn't matter. Hi, Ace. Hello, how are you doing, gamer? $32, that's like 44 Canadian. Yeah, it's rough, Mini Moon. It's so rough. Also, I saw your message at the wee hours in the morning. I will send you the link after stream. I will do that, and I will remember, and I won't forget. Thank you for being a Foxing for 42 months, though. Let that not be missed. But I will send you it as soon as stream is over. Mark my words. There will be a link in your DMs for the first two. And then the one that's the Flareon one, I still have in my line. But then I'll message you and it'll just be in that same folder that your other ones are in. So that is good. I don't have my main career picked out, but I have a backup in case it doesn't work. Honestly, that's fair. That's fair. You're shiny hunting the Alpha Raichu in PLA? I haven't shiny hunted in PLA in so long. A part of me, I'm not gonna lie, chat, there's like a teeny tiny part of me that wants to start working on a shiny living dex. There's a teeny part of me. The issue, however, is that once I start, I'm in a rabbit hole. You know, that's my fear. That's my issue, is that I'm in a very deep rabbit hole that I can't get out of. And like, it might be a good idea at the time. And then I realize the consequence of my actions. Also, hi, Henry. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. So, there's Alchemy and Spinda. There sure is. There for sure is. But like the content, I mean, yeah. What's the 23rd? Oh, the PM7 event. Yeah, I forgot. I haven't streamed since that got announced. PM7 event is not this weekend, but next weekend. Chat, I'm gonna blow up. Does that sound good for you guys? What if I just blew up? Like, today was my last day at work before I leave for Hawaii. So that means I get a stream for the next 3 days for you guys, including today, obviously. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We can stream. It'll be great. It'll be awesome. And then Thursday, I believe, is the 15th. I don't know my days. I'm just going by what time do I have to wake up for work. That's been my schedule. So I'm assuming Thursday's the 15th. If not, if it's Wednesday, then I'm just gonna panic. But we go to Worlds, and then as soon as we get back from Worlds, we have like 1 or 2 days, right? And then it's the PM7 event. The PM7 event is 24 hours, right? It typically starts at noon on Friday and then ends at noon on Saturday. So I requested those days off work. So we'll be going Friday and we'll be going Saturday, right? And then since Saturday, the event ends at noon, right? That night, we have a concert that me and my mom and like my family got. So then that way, like, we could do a little something for Vandy's birthday with all of us. So we have a concert the night of the tail end of the PM7 event. So that's happening. And then there is a cheeky little something I'm doing on the 30th that you guys don't know about it. But that one's going to be really fun, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, and it's going to be so out of left field that no one's going to, like, not a singular person's going to be able to predict what's happening on the 30th. So big streaming thing that I'm a part of on the 30th. And then, September 10th, I think, is 21 Pilots. On top of just working, and my manager told me today that we lost so many people to college and school that they're rehiring to get spots filled, so we still actually have staff left, but until the staff gets hired and trained, everyone who's still remaining is probably going to have their hours increased. But he said he's going to try to keep me as low as he humanly possibly can, so I'm still working like 15 to 20 hours a week. On top of my other jobs, on top of something very big that's happening in September for one of my other jobs that, like, isn't my business to tell, but it's going to be, like, all hands on deck kind of a thing. And then, you know, chat, big things happen in September. My birthday happens in September, and you guys typically know what happens in September that's associated with my birthday. So I've been prepping for that. More details to come very soon. We have people working behind the scenes. We're getting the assets. We're getting all the stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of really cool stuff. Dan, thank you so much for the 55 months. Thank you, gamer. Thank you. So it's a lot right now. It is a lot. I have Project FIWB that I'm working on, and you guys don't know what that even means, but you guys will soon know what that means. And Project FIWB is so big. It's so big. But it's really, really cool so far, and so it gives me the motivation to keep going because it's so cool, and it's so just unlike. It's similar, yet very different than everything else that I personally have done. But I kind of bit off way more than I can probably chew. However, I am a believer in myself and my abilities, and that's what's getting me through, chat. Mini Moon, thank you so much for the 5 gifties, gamer. If you want me to add a tally to the list of emotes, you just let me know, gamer. Thank you so much for the 5 gifties. Zachary, congrats on your member. Apostrophe, congratulations on your member. Light Glory, James, Zero, congratulations. Cult of the Lamb or Pokemon today? Oh, we are doing Pokemon Grand Colosseum, which is like Pokemon Colosseum on the Nintendo GameCube. However, it's the ROM hack version, if you will, that has a whole bunch of changes to it. I believe if you do !colo, like COLO, it should, in theory, as long as Nightbot is working, which reminds me I need to load up Foxeon. That way you guys can use your paw prints. It should give you a link that tells you all of the changes that exist in this game. If you guys are like, well, how is it different than normal Colosseum? That should be the lore. So, very exciting. Like, Lord got 2 gifties in one day. That's so cool, actually. That's so cool. Not quite the price of pizza, but close enough. Right? You know what? You didn't even need to. You didn't even have to. But no, feel free to DM me on Twitter if you want me to add another one to your like Flareon emote that you had me do. And I'll just do them both at the same time. So, yeah, Nightbot worked. Thank heavens. Call me from the void where I prep scoops when December ends. Or September. I don't know why. I said December, right? I don't know. Chat, my brain. It's not functioning. It's not functioning. I did see. That is a really cool name, Lunar. Bri said, I did see it. I just didn't get a chance to like verbally acknowledge it. Bri went ahead and added it to the doc. So I appreciate you for the gifties. I appreciate the mods for being the goats, as per usual. So I found out for Grand Colo and Mount Battle, in Mount Battle up to Area 6, all the Pokemon have Memento. Oh! That's convenient. That's so nice. I want Spoopy season. I love Spoopy season. September is like chef's kiss. Like, it is so nice that I was born in September because September is where I thrive, right? Like, soon as it starts to get cold outside, as soon as like the air changes, like, that's me at my peak. Chat, I was born on National Coffee Day. Like, it's in my blood. It's in my bones. Like, just put it in, like, the veins, right? So, it's almost my peak season. The only thing I want is for it to not be, like, 101 degrees when I get off work. After working in the heat all day. That's all I want. And conveniently, the weather gets colder when I leave for Hawaii. And my luck, chat, is that when I land and I come back, it's gonna be like, oh, we had a cold front, and it's gonna go all the way up back to like 97 degrees. I hope you guys enjoyed your mid 80s, but you're back to the heat. So that's what I'm like dreading. personally. And maybe it stays colder, in which case I will like thank the heavens and be so happy and just like thrive in my own little bubble, like staying hydrated, moisturized, and in my lane. However, until that happens, you have jury duty tomorrow. Oh no. The only time I ever had jury duty, I never actually got called in for it. So that was cool. I was really stressed about it. And I like ordered a sophisticated outfit off of Amazon. But with my little flyer in the mail, it said like, unless you are specifically given a phone call telling you to come in, you don't actually have to come in. It's just saying that you're like on call to be on jury duty for like this date. You know what I mean? And I never ended up getting called. So that made me really happy because I don't like having that in my life, personally. I have Starbucks pumpkin spice coffee in my cabinet, so I'm ready. You were born ready. You were born. That's almost 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. When I lived in Nebraska, our summers would get to like 115, 120 degrees Fahrenheit. So thankfully, it's not that bad here. If it were that bad here, I don't think I would have my job that I do currently because it would just simply be impossible. But yeah, no, kind of stinky, chat. Do you need to study law in order to be on jury duty? No, isn't that really fun? They just take random citizens and they're like, hey, random citizens, here's a court case. What do you think should happen? Who do you think is guilty? And they just take random citizens in the United States from all different demographics and all different everything. And they're like, all right, random civilians who have probably never studied law a day in their lives, and half of you don't even want to be here in the first place. What do you think? Should this person be sentenced to life? Yes or no? So it's like, here we are. That's just, it's a thing. You ready for Christmas? Because it's your 9. Oh, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Hi, James. I just remember having to sit in a courthouse from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. No, I'm good, actually. Is it paid at least? I think if you get called into jury duty, your like place that you work at is required to pay you as if you were clocked in for that amount of time. If I'm not mistaken. I never ended up having to go, so like I didn't have to go through with everything and like try to figure all that out. But if I'm not mistaken, the place that you work at is still required to pay you for the time that you were at jury duty as if you were at your job. So something like that. Something like that. I had jury duty in March. Luckily, I got out of it because it was a murder trial. No, I'm good, actually. I would have pulled out my, like, hey, I was diagnosed with PTSD when I was 9 card. And I would have pulled up all my psychiatry and psychologist and therapy appointments for, like, ever in my life and been like, hey, I don't think this is the person you should be having. That person you shouldn't be having is me. Bye. Because a lot of times if you have like documentation that you are like physically or mentally like not the person who should be doing it. Not that like anyone really should be, but like a solid reason as to why you especially are not adept to handle this. Expect to take a month and a half. No, I'm good. Wanna know how I think the Olympics should be? Now, what do you mean by that question? However, I will say, I watched the closing ceremony. And for those of you who don't know and didn't watch, the closing ceremony for the Paris Olympics included Tom Cruise jumping from the rafters of the stadium, landing on the ground, high-fiving everyone through the crowd, going on the stage, getting handed the Olympic flag, then getting on a motorcycle with the flag on the back, driving through Paris where he rode the motorcycle into a plane. The plane then took off and flew all the way across the entire world, all the way to Los Angeles, which is where the Summer Olympics are being held next time, where he jumped out of the plane with a parachute, landed on the ground, then proceeded to like add a whole bunch of like Olympic rings to the Hollywood sign. So where like the double O is in Hollywood, where it's on that like cliff, they made the Olympic rings out of the double O in wood. And then he handed the flag to a biker to bike down the California mountains, who then gave the flag to someone in the Los Angeles like Olympic Colosseum, who then ran that flag all the way to the Los Angeles piers, where they handed it to a skateboarder. And that skateboarder took it all the way like to like the boardwalk, if you will, where this is where I tuned out. There might have been more artists after this, but all I got to witness was the holy trinity of these selected artists who were chosen to play as like a, hey, oh my gosh, America, Los Angeles, like, look at us. And for those of you who did not watch the opening ceremonies, like, please don't spoil it. If you had to pick song artists, like musical artists from America that you were like, this screams like, hey, welcome to America, what artist would you pick? And if you watched, please don't say who the first three were, because I only saw the first three. I don't know if there were more after these three, but I kind of only want it to be these three, specifically for the fact that it makes a trinity. And I think that's really funny. Okay, Alana Taylor, Katy Perry, Luke Bryan, Rolling Stones. Okay, so what have I told you? They opened with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which is like fine, but like, okay, right? So they open with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then it immediately transitions and does the biggest 180 you could ever imagine it to do. And it went straight to Birds of a Feather with Billie Eilish. And then it did the biggest 180 one could ever do again. And we went from the Red Hot Chili Peppers to Birds of a Feather with Billie Eilish to Snoop Dogg. And those were the three, at least that I saw. Where they're like, all right, welcome to America. These are our chosen people to really reflect the music industry here in America. And like, don't get me wrong, Billie was a banger choice, right? Because like, Billie is so massive right now. To be fair, Snoop Dogg was representing America all of the Olympic Games. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I hope that, like, if they're gonna do Snoop, I really hope they got Beyonce to do something. You know what I mean? Like, I hope, because she did the whole opening thing as well. Red Hot Billy Dogs. I'm gonna throw up, actually. They're going through different genres, but not the choices I would make regard. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. So, I just research it on your own time. There might have been more afterwards, but that's just really all that I know. I'm also going to open up the game, because otherwise I'm going to do that really cheeky thing that I do, chat, where I never load the game. Ever. And then we just sit here talking. And I'm like, all right, guys, it's been 2 hours. Time to close the game. And you guys are like, but we just started. And I'm like, hey, that's so crazy. Remember what we did? We talked the entire time. Isn't that so crazy? Isn't that so crazy? Isn't Rihanna behind the drama schemes? I have no idea. That's a great question. That is a great question that I don't know the answer to. Also, I'm going to make it so you guys can hear the game music, if it will let me. Surely it does. It absolutely does. Yippee! All right, we're so back. We're so... Oh, hold on. It's really funny. Okay. Now we're good. Hold on.
Let's fucking go.
There's so much happening. Ah! Where's the thing? Okay, I got it. 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 We're so back, chat. We've never been more back. All right, here we go. Team recap for you guys. This is the team. This is the squad. This is what we got going on. First and foremost, we have 𝗵𝗏𝗡𝗵, level 30, holding the charcoal with Shadow Rush, Sky Uppercut, Feather Dance, and Flamethrower. We have Espeon with Swift, Morning Sun, Helping Hand, and Psybeam, synchronize as an ability. We have Misdreavus, which is a ghost fairy type. That is different. Fairy typing is in this game. It is one of the big changes that Grand Colosseum implemented with Shadow Rush, Confuse-Ray, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Ball. We have Umbreon, Moonlight, Helping Hand, Crunch, and Confuse-Ray. Also synchronize as an ability. We have Flaaffy with Minus as an ability. Shadow Rush, Thunder Wave, Flatter, and Thunderbolt. And then we have Whiscash with Shadow Rush, Bulldoze, Muddy Water, and Tickle. Own Tempo as an ability. We also kind of have... I'm kind of torn, to be honest. I'll get your guys' opinion. We have a Tropius in the back. We caught it last time we were here. So, I don't know if it's worth adding it. It is grass flying. It has thick fat though, which is kind of solid, to be honest. I don't know the other moves yet. I'd have to send it out into battle in order for that gauge to go down and it to tell us. Also Lightning Rod, Bug Electric, Volbeat holding the silver power is kind of crazy. Kind of crazy, kind of nutty. So I don't know. I'm gonna do a little test here. I'm just gonna grab Tropius and I'm just gonna go into Dueling Square just so the bars go down, and I'm gonna see what moves it gives it. Because Whiscash is really solid, but we'll see. Also, hi Winged Mikey, welcome to the stream. Your girlie went clothes shopping and visited Hot Topic. Oh my goodness. The times of like my childhood. You know? It has a full restore. It's a held item. Ah, my favorite held item. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Also, if the music's too loud, let me know. I think the music, like, volume was preset from a different game we were playing. So if it's too loud in your ears, let me know and I can turn it down. Okay. Body Slam, Giga Drain, Synthesis, and Shadow Rush as of right now. So, like, not crazy. Not crazy, but not, like, bad either. So I'm kind of torn. Kinda. Ow! How dare. It almost killed. I also went to JCPenney for like 0.5 seconds since the store felt like 90 degrees. Listen, nowhere has like air conditioning that can keep up with the heat nowadays. I'm being so real about it. Like, I don't know why it's so bad right now. And no one, like, I mean, I do. It's global warming. However, like, I feel like 99% of places, like, their AC just can't keep up with it anymore. Like, the mall, especially, is always like 8 million, billion, jillion degrees inside. My JCPenney got yeeted from existence. Well, that's what happened when you JC your penny, chat. Let me tell you. Let this be a learning experience. Let this be a learning experience. It's AI making it so the grid can't keep up. I heard someone say that too. I just didn't feel like I could repeat that sentence because I'm not educated enough on it. You know what I mean? What's AC? You know what? That's a valid point. To everyone who lives in the UK or Europe, or just anywhere in the world where you don't have functioning air conditioning in the summer, my condolences. Because I'm going to keep it real. You guys have been so far ahead on like, hey, affordable healthcare, affordable education. You know, like you guys have like a lot of really good things going for you out there. But like you really lose me at the fact that you guys don't give yourselves AC. I know your buildings are really old. And that does make a lot of sense. However, we have technology. And I feel like of all places, you guys should be able to have AC in the summer. If you guys can have affordable healthcare and affordable schooling, I feel like you guys should be able to have AC. Like, as a genuine question, what do you do? Do you just buy a lot of portable fans and just like wear really like lightweight clothing? Is that just like the go-to? Like ice in your bevies? But smaller's the main problem? I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know, like even the smaller houses, apartments, condos, bungalows, like you name it, like everything here has AC. Storm only lasts a week and months. I mean, I guess, but even if it's like in the 70s, I feel like that's still really hot, you know? These are my questions. Brits just complain and deal with it like the British people we are. You know what? Just like Billie Eilish, birds of a feather, you guys could stick together. Okay, sorry. I couldn't remember if I grabbed the item from there. Maynard, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months, gamer. You're such an amazing, wonderful person. Love you. Thank you, Maynard. I appreciate you, gamer. You're a wonderful and amazing person, too. And I appreciate you. Thoughts, concerns, questions for the group? I did everything I needed to in here, right? Oh, I just didn't talk to you. Okay. Yippee! Canadian here. My house is too old for central AC. We don't want to mess with the windows, put one into the basement. It is. I mean, that's not a bad idea, to be honest with you, though. Like, if you're gonna do it, that's a smart way to do it, at least. Cold and old basement. All right, I'm learning. I forgot that Sneasel was here. Also, I saw someone ask, and I got distracted by the things that were happening in chat. Misdreavus cannot evolve in this game because this game was technically Hoenn. So when this game was released, Mismagius didn't exist yet. So because of that, it is not in the game, unfortunately. The only thing they can do for like new Pokemon in this game, because they added like Paldea and Tauros, they added some of the Alolan Mons. They basically just reskin the regular Pokemon. So because there's not like a model, if you will, that exists in the game for them to like play as Mismagius, they can't technically add it to the game. Whereas like Paldea and Tauros, they can just take regular Tauros and change the typing. Eeveelution though works? I don't think so. I don't think there's an Eeveelution in this game. If I'm being real with you, I don't think one exists. Could be wrong though. It does on XG. Then maybe? I don't remember when I did a playthrough of this game the first time when I like just never beat it. I don't remember seeing one. I sent out Wishcash when I meant to click Flappy. Your name is green, what does that mean? It means you're a member. So instead of Twitch where you have like a sub icon next to you and that's how you determine who's like a member and who's not. Don't get me wrong, you still have the icon, which is why you have the little sprout next to your name. But YouTube changes the color of your name. So blue is mod, green is member, and then everyone who is gray is a regular chatter. However, if you want, there's an extension that's called Truffle. And it's literally just a browser extension that you add. And if you do that, it makes your chat look like Twitch chat. So this is just a browser extension. And if you do it like this through Truffle, then everyone's name is colorful and it's not like so discriminatory on like whose name and color is what. And it kind of puts everyone on an even playing field. So, sorry. The music automatically starts when I switch to that screen. So, yeah, it's a nifty little thing. But I hope you're doing well, Dango. Hello, hello, gamer. Yippee! Even writes, yippee! Oh, sorry, it didn't change back. That's really embarrassing. Here you guys go. That's crazy. Imagine going to change the scene and then not even actually changing the screen. Even though I have a stream deck where I could have just pushed the button, my brain decided to do it the more complicated way and then still fumble. So, it's fine. What game is this? This is Pokemon Grand Colosseum, which is like regular Pokemon Colosseum, except this is like Radical Red version. It's like Radical Red of Pokemon Colosseum. But grand. Yes, Ace. Very good. Very good. All right, I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do this. And then I'm gonna get one shot. And then I'm gonna do this. Sorry, the dogs are playing. Also, mods, I put a thing in FIWB, by the way. By the way. Is there a Grand Gale of Darkness? There's XG, so technically yes. Technically yes. The fact that Linz mentions alternative so everyone is equal makes me proud since she had that attitude from day one. Stop! I'm gonna cry! Thank you! I appreciate you, Butterfly. I don't know. It makes me really angry that YouTube, like, puts emphasis on people who, like, very blatant, like, chat emphasis on, like, who's a member and who's not. Like, doesn't make me feel good, to be honest with you. Like, it's one thing to have an icon next to your name. It's another thing to blatantly change the color of your name so you're gray and everyone else has a color. It's never sat well with me. Gonna keep it honest. So, I'm just used to Twitch. Like, Twitch was my stomping ground. Twitch was where I started, so, like, it makes more sense in my brain for chat to look like how Truffles does. You know what I mean? Why do some Pokemon bars have XP bars and the others have 5 wide gaps? A brilliant question. So, in this game, there are Shadow Pokemon. Imagine it where, if you guys have seen the Celebi movie, where, like, Team Rocket guy uses a Dark Ball and he catches the Pokemon, and as soon as he captures it, it turns all evil, and then it starts roaring and, like, stomping and using Hyper Beams and destroying the town. That's basically what every Pokemon who has a purple border is. Imagine it like the Team Rocket guy caught him in a Dark Ball, and they turned evil and angry. So, in the normal games of Colosseum and XD, what would happen is you would have to, through a very long process of battling with it nonstop, kind of like how friendship works, that bar would be full and it would be purple, kind of like how some of them are in the PC box, if you guys have seen that. And as soon as that gauge gets down and it's all white, that's the symbol of you can make this Pokemon good again, if you will. We just haven't reached the part in the story where the item is available for us to do that, so it's just sitting there like a white bar. We unlock that area next, though, so you guys will probably actually see it tonight of us making the Pokemon go from bad to good. So that's kind of nice. Basically how it works, though, is the Pokemon just has a stockpile, if you will, of all of the XP it would have gained in all of these battles. And then it just gains all of that experience all at once as soon as you make it good. So, like, although... What level is Misdreavus? Although Misdreavus is, like, level 32 now, when I make it a good Pokemon, or the word that they use in this game is purifying or opening the door to its heart, it'll get all of the experience from all the battles it was in all at once, and it'll probably shoot up to, like, level 35, something like that. So... that's the best way I can make it, like, make sense. These games are just, like, so unique in their own ways, where it's kind of like, if you don't understand the lore of the game, it doesn't make too much sense. So you can't level evil Pokemon. Not until they're purified. So that's typically why Shadow Pokemon are a higher level when you find them, is because it compensates for the fact that your Pokemon isn't going to get levels up until you're able to purify it. That was the Celebi movie, I think? Yeah, it sure was. Where they take the Dark Ball and they make him evil, and then they go, rah. So. Basically, the lore of our character, our backstory, if you will. Our guy in blue, his name is normally Wes. We named him Wesseth. W-E-S-S-E-T-H. He was basically a part of this game's equivalent of Team Rocket. In this game, they're called Team Snag'em. They do what basically they do in the Celebi movie. They take Pokemon that are innocent, they make them evil, and then they use them to, like, fight against good, and they're trying to take over the world with these, like, evil Pokemon like they do in the Celebi movie, right? What we did is we stole their fancy-pantsy machine in the Team Rocket / Team Snag'em building. And that is the thing that you see on our arm that looks like all orange and, like, veiny and, like, kind of weird. That is what it's called, the Snag Machine. It said access denied. That's stinky and smelly, and I hate that. Hold on. Okay, now it should be good. We stole the Snag Machine, which is that thing that's on our arm. That is what allows us to take these Shadow Pokemon away from other trainers, like how I was able to catch that trainer Sneasel. That's the equivalent of catching Pokemon in this game because there is no grass. You don't catch Pokemon in, like, grassy areas and stuff like that in this game. So, I heard access denied to the Snag Machine. That is fair. So we snagged the Snag Machine, and we said, you know what? I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Literally. So we took a bomb, chat. This, I'm actually not even kidding. This is the opening credit scene of the game. You can look it up. This is real. I'm not baiting you. We took the Snag Machine. We blew up their building. and then we left. 𝗏𝗏𝗡, hi gamers, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are all doing well. Z-Dog, thank you so much for the 10 months. Neon Jaden, welcome to the stream as well. Hello, gamers. Hello, Mythic Meowstick. That is a mouthful and a tongue twister, and I'm really proud of you for doing that. But hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. And Andrew and Vandy. And even though you were still here at the start of the stream, 𝗃𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is still one of the funnest names I've ever said out loud in my life. It has to be said, and I just had to give respect to it. I'm adding Sneasel to the team. But just saying, chat. I love Sneasel so much. It has to happen. I love Wishcash too. Don't get me wrong. He's got a stash for days. I have the respect. Dapper. Dapper. But alas. Hello, everyone who's coming in on the Vandy raid. Hello, hello. So, for those of you who do not know, my name is Linz. I'm Vandy's girlfriend. Allegedly. Sorry, that's a bit that we do. But I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. We're doing Pokemon Grand Colosseum, which is like regular Pokemon Colosseum, except harder, difficult. Imagine it like Radical Red version of Colosseum. If you want to know the differences, if you're familiar with Colosseum, you can do !colo, like COLO. And that will tell you all of the differences between regular Colosseum and this version of Colosseum that I am personally playing at this very moment in time. So, really cool, really neat. For those of you who don't know anything about this game, you guys actually kind of came in at a really good time because I was kind of giving chat like the lore, the backstory to like our two characters and like how this game works. Because this game is very different than every other Pokemon game that exists. This one in XD Gale of Darkness. So, raise your hand, chat. We'll make this an interactive experience. If you are familiar with the Celebi movie that came out a long time ago, where Team Rocket tried to take Celebi, and there was like the really young version of Professor Oak, and Team Rocket would do this thing, right, where they would throw a dark ball at a Pokemon, and when that Pokemon was caught in a dark ball, it would make it evil, and then they would rage, and then they would use Hyper Beam on everything and destroy the town, right? That's what this game is, right? That is what Team Snag'em, which is our version of Team Rocket, does in this game. They throw dark balls at Pokemon, and they turn them evil. Okay? Everyone following? Our guy in blue was a previous member of Team Snag'em. Snag'em, which is this game's equivalent of Team Rocket. So we were previously evil. We decided we no longer wanted to be evil and that we didn't stand by their morals, right? So we took the handy dandy thing that is on my arm that has the orange like veins and stuff going through it. That is what is called the Snag Machine. And that allows me to take shadow Pokemon from any trainer who has them. It basically is the action replay code for catching other trainers' Pokemon. For those of you guys who are familiar with action replay. So that's basically the equivalent of what it is. So we said, you know what? Screw you. I'm taking your little Snag Machine. I'm going to take back all the evil Pokemon so they're no longer evil. And then we blew up their building with a bomb. As one would in a very innocent Pokemon game. So we left and we started our personal mission. And when we went on our personal mission, we said, you know what? I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna get a nice drink. We're gonna go to the rest stop. We're gonna get some snackies and some packages. And we're just gonna go on our merry way. Alas, we go to the rest stop and this woman behind me, I think we named her WOM for woman. WOM in caps. She was in a burlap sack in the back of a truck. As one would, right? So we rescued WOM from said burlap sack and the two people trying to kidnap her. And we're like, hey, ma'am, why are you in a bag? And she said, I don't know, these guys took me. And I said, but why did they take you? And she goes, oh, did I forget to mention that like I'm able to see the auras of Pokemon and I'm able to tell from looking at them whether a Pokemon is evil or not, and that they took me so then that way I wouldn't be able to tell what Pokemon were evil and which ones were good, so then that way no one would ever be able to steal back all of the bad Pokemon from the evil civilizations and they would just have no way to tell who's bad and who's good. And I said, hey, that's really crazy. You forgot to mention that part. That's probably why they took you. And she said, whoa, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. That's probably why I got taken. So we said, hey, Wom, would you like to come with us and take back all the evil Pokemon? And she said, sure, Smile. And that's where we are today. So our job in this game is to take back all of the evil Pokemon. As you guys can see here, they're purple and they're flashing. From all of the trainers who have them. Through a very long and complicated story, trying to figure out who's distributing the Shadow Pokemon, why they're existing, and the goal in this game is to be able to catch all of them, because there are no wild Pokemon in this game. There is no grass. There is no, like, I don't know, like, grinding in, like, grassy areas. You only have Shadow Pokemon that trainers have to use as your Pokemon you can add to your team. So, basically how it works is once these lovely gauges empty, where it says heart gauge and there's no purple there, that means you can turn a Pokemon good again. We're about to unlock the area where we can turn Pokemon good again. However, if a Pokemon has not been turned good yet, like this Sunflora, it has a purple gauge like that. As soon as purple gauge drops to 0, we're in business. So it basically works the exact same way as Friendship, where if you battle with it, the gauge goes lower. So I wish they do a remake with grass level up. I know. So if there's no grass, where do these Pokemon come from in the first place? You don't want to know. That's classified information. They told me I would be killed if I told you, so rightfully you have to understand. Rightfully, it's a little important. However, if you do play the sequel to this game, you are able to get wild Pokemon through 3 different areas, the beach, the cave, and the desert, by putting out cheese. And they come for slices of cheese. And then you catch them while they eat cheese. And I'm not even lying. It's literally just like a cheese wheel. So, that's my life. That's my story. And this chat is a team recap that I forgot to give you for everyone who came in on the Vandy raid. We have Combuskin, our firefighting type. It has speed boost as an ability. Shadow Rush, which is what all of the evil Pokemon have. They have some form of a shadow move, by the way. Shadow moves are super effective on every single type of Pokemon that is not Shadow. So, it's kind of broken. So it has Shadow Rush, and Shadow Rush will be replaced by a different move when we make it good again. You'll kind of see how it all works. Sky Uppercut and Feather Dance and Flamethrower. We have Espeon, which is one of our starter Pokemon. Your 2 starters that you start with in this game are Espeon and Umbreon, which is why they're good. They're purified. They're not evil. We have Espeon with Swift, Morning Sun, Helping Hand, and Psybeam. We have Misdreavus, the Ghost Fairy type. Because this is a fancy version of Colosseum, Fairy type was added to the game, which is neat and cool. With Shadow Rush, Confuse Ray, that's crazy. Confuse Ray, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Ball. We have Umbreon with Moonlight, Helping Hand, Crunch, and Confuse Ray with Synchronize as an ability. We have Flaffy with Minus as an ability, Shadow Rush, Thunder Wave, Flatter, and Thunderbolt. And then we have Sneasel, which is the Pokemon that I caught as soon as you guys kind of came in from the Vandy raid. This is the newest member of the team. I haven't battled with it yet, so it only has Shadow Rush. But as soon as I send it out into battle, it'll have its OG moveset back, because this game made it way easier to get the Friendship Lord. Anyways, it has Inner Focus as an ability, and that's kind of the vibe. So, you guys can be exhausted together. Yippee! Nothing says friendship and love and admiration like just wanting to evaporate together. Yeah, there's no randomized abilities in this game, mainly because it's so difficult already. It'd be too hard. Can Gengar be a Shadow Pokemon when it's already technically a Shadow? Yes, it can. Great question, great question. Yeah, Umbreon and Espeon are your two starters in this game. The fun thing about Colosseum and XD, chat, is Colo is the first game, XD is the sequel. In Colo, you start with Umbreon and Espeon, and then in XD, your starter is Eevee, and you get your choice as to what Eeveelution you want to evolve it into between Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, Umbreon, and Espeon. So, it's really, really cool. Also, Lairon is here, chat. Just saying. That's a pretty neat looking fella. Surely it lives one flamethrower, right? Right. Right, chat. I've never played Colo Knight XD, but now I understand it. Yeah. So whenever there's a shadow Pokemon, like I said, Homegirl can kind of tell and be like, hey, take that man back. And you're like, you're right. And then, in proper Pokemon fashion, you throw enough balls at it till it eventually works. And then get one shot by a Lairon. So, that's kind of the lore. Hopefully it makes sense. If you guys have questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer them because I know this game is very complicated in comparison to like regular Pokemon games. Also, this is not a Nuzlocke, by the way. I felt like that was important information to say at this very moment in time. This is not a Nuzlocke. So, XD is one of my favorite games. XD and Colo were my first Pokemon games of all time, and if it weren't for those games, Foxyon A would not exist. And B, I probably wouldn't be a Pokemon content creator, which is kind of crazy. Lairon. I've never played Colo or XD. They're really good. They're a little grindy in comparison to like modern Pokemon games. There's just a, I'm sorry, you have a Hydro Pump? Who allowed that? It wasn't me. It was not me who allowed that information to happen. Please reconsider. And of course it lived on one. Yeah, they typically have a habit of doing that. For sure. Maybe Swift will be enough? Probably not. However, we can say we tried. Yeah. Yeah. Also, mods, I really hope that you enjoy the message in FIWB. I feel like that was a very good message, if you will, about my good intentions in life. I never had a GameCube, which is the main reason why. That's very fair. See, I was in the weird cheeky group, right? And I've said this before, so a lot of you already know this, but my parents were smart in the idea of, hey, it's probably not smart to give a wee young lass a Game Boy because it's either A, gonna fall out of her backpack, B, get stolen out of her backpack, or C, she's just straight up gonna lose it. And so what they did was they gave me a GameCube because you can't lose a console that's big, bulky, and has to physically be plugged into a power source in order for it to function. So, because of that, I never had a Game Boy growing up. Ever. So, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, emerald. You know, like I never had them. Ruby, Sapphire, never had those games. Just never did. So I started with XD Colo, and then when I was old enough to where they thought I could have like a portable console, like a DS, without losing said DS or having it be stolen, you know, was when Diamond, Pearl, Platinum came out, and like the rescue teams and all that kind of stuff. So because of that, I just never played any of the Game Boy games until like way later in life. So, when did Colo come out? 2003? I was gonna say, I was torn between 3 and 4. 3 and 4 because the sequel was 2005. I was going to say, I knew XD was 2005, so I was trying to do the math in my head as to, like, when colo would have had to come out. You know? So. It's just a crazy time, chat. I healed when I went all the way down there, right? I surely did. Okay, I did. Thank goodness. I did. Alright. Oh, you dreamed just... Okay, sorry. Truffle doesn't have it where it, like, highlights my name when you guys redeem stuff. So... That's the only thing I wish Truffle did. That way I just see it way easier. There you go. Appreciate it. So in order to save them, you have to catch an already tamed Pokemon. In order to catch them, we have to be in a battle with a trainer who has a Shadow Pokemon, because not every trainer has one. It's typically just the Pokemon or the trainers that were either evil and stole them, or it's someone who was like unsuspecting and a stranger came up to them on the street and said, "Hey, pal, you want this really strong Pokemon?" And they said, "Sure," smile, not knowing it was evil. So in order for us to catch them, our homegirl, Wom, has to be like, "Hey, that's evil." And then from there, it's just like, as long as you can catch it and as long as you can purify it, you're good. It is 2004? Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. See, because like Parasect and Flaffy aren't evil, so I can't catch those Parasect and Flaffy. Oh, hi, Kate, by the way. I think his team gave him some issues. Wait. I didn't mean to click Feather Dance. I meant to click Flamethrower. So that's embarrassing. Combustion's pose is so cute. He's just a little guy. Spore is criminal. You have a box of birthday gifts already? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So kind, so generous. I'm just a lady. Oh yeah, by the way, the nice thing in this game is you don't need to buy Awakenings because you can just click the call button, which is the only games that that function exists in, and you can just yell the Pokemon's name and they wake up. Oh, he misbehaved. Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't think that's what I did, but... Also, Nightshade spore everything. Yeah, Nightshade do be sporing everything. I'm guessing you didn't pick up the gifts. So I've been at work, and the post office has shortened hours on the weekends. And my family doesn't know where they put the keys at. So I'm gonna go tomorrow when they have normal hours again, because every time I've been off of work, because I've had opening shifts the last 3 days, the post office has been closed by the time I get there. So I was gonna try to do it this weekend, but they physically said, "No, smile, doors closed." So I'm gonna go tomorrow and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, if I just show you my ID, can you just give me the package that's mine? Because that would be really neat." So that's what I'm gonna do. Is it streaming your work? I have 3 jobs. So streaming is one of my jobs, and then I'm a personal assistant for another job, and then I have a 3rd job where I don't say what I do or where I work because I don't want to be doxxed and have people find out where I work and then spread that information and all that kind of stuff. But I do have like a real person, human working job on top of streaming and the personal assistant job. So there's a lot. Yeah, I've opened the last few days. And they've been like 6-7 hour shifts. And the post office doesn't have like normal hours on the weekend. They typically like close at noon. So by the time I'm off work, they're already closed. She's a hitman. Yeah, for sure. I definitely give off the touch me and I'll kill you kind of vibes, for sure. Ironically, though, I think it'd be really cool. I used to take, like, Taekwondo, like, way back in the day. I do kind of want to take, like, a fighting class. Not that I would ever use it, but to just know that, like, if worse came to worse, see, like, this. She's like, hey, that Pokemon's bad. Now I can catch it. Because she said, hey, bad man. And we're going to say, all right, smile. And that's how that's going to go. But yeah, not that I would ever have the opportunity to really use said fighting. I think it would be really cool if the worst case situation were to ever happen, that I could just drop someone right on their ass. I'm not gonna lie, I think that would be really fun. You know Pat God on YouTube. I don't think I do. I'm gonna keep it real honest with you, Chief. I don't think so. I'm just preparing to beat down everyone at the next Pokemon event. Yeah, it's like, I'm taking things into my own hands, you know? It's a dog-eat-dog world down here. Clearly. Clearly and surely. It really doesn't feel real that Worlds is in, like, 5 days, if that. Like, that to me doesn't feel accurate. And it's probably because you have Psyshield Bash? I'm sorry. That was a lot for me to take in. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Stantler. How's it going? All right. We're going to have a neat little conversation called Getting Parafused. It's really, really fun. Okay? It's called, hey, stand there and don't move. That's your one job. If you could do that one job, you will be one of my elite employees. So, if you would do me a favor and just not move, thank you. It's a really good start. It's a really good start. You do it again and you might get the job. This is how you convince them, chat. This is how you convince them. And now, I'll just call. Hey, Stantler. You wanna stay? World looks so fun. My FOMO is killing me. I wish it wasn't a lottery system to, like, get tickets to go in. Because if it wasn't a lottery, I'd be like, listen, I think you should go. I think you should do it. But it's just the fact that, like, hypothetically, right, if you wanted to get ahead on hotels and stuff like that, or an Airbnb, so things were actually in stock, you would have to, like, book your Airbnb, like, months in advance. And there's realistically a situation where you book plane tickets to get them early, so then that way you're not paying, like, last minute, like, super expensive fees for plane tickets. And an Airbnb, and go through, like, all of your travel expenses to not get the lottery. You know, and have them be like, oh, sorry, you weren't selected for a ticket. And then you have to go through all of the work of, like, canceling your Airbnb and hoping that they just let you do it for free. And your plane tickets and all this stuff. Like, it's a really messy way to do it, especially considering they only do the lottery in June. And Worlds is in August. So you have, like, a month and a half to get everything, like, settled, you know? Yeah, I know it's been a lottery for a while, and, like, I understand that there's just only so many spots available and stuff like that, and when you're inviting everyone in the world, it's, like, it's tough to find a good way to do it. It's just, like, I wish they would do the lottery earlier, so that way you can, like, actually realistically plan, and know whether you have to, like, get plane tickets, or get an Airbnb, you know? Because it's either you wait till the lottery and then you book Airbnbs and planes, but you're going to be paying more because you're booking too close to when you're trying to, like, fly and, like, stay, because prices typically go up then. Or you pay less for those things and you book way earlier, but then you have to worry about canceling it if you're actually even going to be able to go and if you're gonna have to pay cancellation fees, or if your cancellation will even be accepted in the first place, you know? So, it's a whole thing. Anyways, Lairon's here. It has Rockhead. It only knows Shadow Rush right now, but once we send it out into battle, it'll learn more moves. And then Standler is holding the Twisted Spoon, which I'm going to promptly take. Do I have to... It might have to be in my party for it to take the item. Is there an item move? Hold on. Is there a way for me to... Item storage? No. Okay, it has to be in my party for me to take it then. Okay. It's the way the old school boxes used to work. Because there's not a way for me to take it, right? I'm not insane? Yeah, I have to take it out. Okay. So go onto the team for like 5 seconds. So that way I can item, deposit. Now we do this. We put you back. Nope. And now you go on the team. And then, wait for it, chat. You'll never see this one coming. We're gonna go to Espeon. And then we're gonna click items. And then we're gonna click give. And then we're gonna go all the way to the Twisted Spoon. And we're gonna swap that. And then I'm gonna give the amulet coin to Umbreon instead. Alright, that was a lot of work to get one item on Espeon. No! Get out of here! Anyways, I hope you guys all feel inspired. Alright, that's the dead end. We go this way! Goodness gracious. So much lore, so little time. Okay, and I think you have the last shadow Pokemon here before we get to the man. The man of the hour. Lantern. I'm a big fan. Big fan of you and your lamb. All right. Lantern? Eyes emoji? Ayo. But here's the thing though, do I need a Lantern and an Ampharos? You know? Do I need both? Yes, okay, brilliant. Sorry, I gotta respond to this real quick. Okay. Yippee! Amphi's Electric Dragon? Oh, that changes things a little bit. That does kind of change things. Sorry. The mods are helping me on Project TI... Yeah. FIWB. So, they are giving me feedback and helping me because I got a month to make it happen. And there's only so many times I can look at thousands of lines and be like, me think this is correct. TIWB, FIWB, you know, listen. The alphabet is really just a recommendation. It's like, hey, it would be cool if you did this. Not that I had to do it, you know? You know, it's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Lore. Rah. The alphabet's just there as a recommendation. That's what I'm saying. They're like, hey, it would be neat and cool if you did this, but not like, hey. I think this is the way. I just want to see the man of the hour, chat. That's really what I'm looking forward to. And for those of you who don't know who the man of the hour is, you are in for a treat. A real treat. And then you guys are going to say, ah, just like that. And then you're going to say, wow. And that's the main part. Beep. That is cool that we're Electric Dragon, though. Rah. You lived on like five singular points of HP. Your card shop is going to have the worlds on TVs. That's so cool. They are live streaming everything, by the way. So for those of you guys who are like, hey, I want to watch worlds, but like I can't be there. The Pokemon, I can't remember which channel it is officially. I think it's Play Pokemon. They will be live streaming every single event. So you might be able to see Vandy and us on like the official Pokemon stream, which is kind of cool if they do like a pan to the audience. We'll only be there Saturday in person because that's the only day we were picked for like passes for. So we'll be there Saturday. The Pokemon YouTube. Yeah, I just can't remember which channel it is of Pokemon. I think it's Play Pokemon, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. They're also going to announce where Worlds is next year, and that's going to be really big. If the alphabet is just a social creation, why was it made the way it was? Why were numbers created the way that they were and have every single number to dictate every single portion of your life in regards to your bank account, your social security number, your credit score, your, like, everything. Everything. You know? Where do you think it's going to be next year? Like Spain or Portugal? Hey, chat, you might recognize this music. It's about time. I'm so frightfully tired of waiting for you. Stop the music. Slay. Oh, you kept me waiting for so long. I decided to work up a little perspiration. Whoa. But, you have been busy being naughty and messing with our plans. It was oh so close for everything to turn out right just the way that we'd hoped. But I can salvage our plan by beating you, little men. And so, there's time for one last frantic dance before the grand finale. Let the music play. It would have been funny if the 𝗠𝗏𝗡𝗏 stopped dancing. That would have been so good. Oh, here comes the rain dish strats. Okay. I'm gonna fake out 𝗠𝗏𝗡𝗏. And we're just gonna Shadow Ball immediately. Oh, you're gonna fake out me! Oh, I have inner focus. Get wrecked, nerd. They're so bad. Oh. How do you feel about everything being double battles in this game? I think it makes you think way harder because there's so many more different combinations. Like, personally, I think it makes the game way more difficult as opposed to being able to just spam the A button through every single battle in every single modern Pokemon game. You know what I mean? Because in, like, every single modern Pokemon game, you click one silly button and you just do that over and over and over again. And they're like, all right, I beat the game and I didn't have to try very hard. Whereas, like, in double battles, you actually have to think because there's so much that happens, you know? All right. Try 𝗏𝗔𝗏𝗘, congratulations. Yippee! Okay, I should have one more turn before I have to switch. So that should make our lives a little easier. This isn't gonna kill. Oh, you have power up punch? Oh yeah, for sure, me too. Me too, I also have power up punch. I forgot to mention that, for sure. Wasn't on my radar. Can confidently say that. Okay, we're gonna have to get Misdreavus out of there. And the AI's smart, so it's probably gonna switch theirs out too. Oh, just kidding, I killed it, so never mind, it doesn't matter anyways. Because it should be on 1 for Parish Count now. Yeah, okay. This is Flaffy. I'm really torn on whether I just Thunder Wave both of them, but I think I just need to go for damage. I'll just go into Umbreon because he's tanky. And then I can just Helping Hand the Thunderbolt. That might be my best strat. Please be on Umbreon. No! Waterfall? Alright, 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 alright! We're just gonna Helping Hand, you know, bada bing, bada boom. I got you, Uni. We will be all good. I appreciate the help, though. From what I saw, there is no rain in the forecast. You wouldn't use that on Flappy, would you? Oh, you for sure would. All right. All right. Yeah. For sure. I agree. That was my plan as well. It'd be really cool if the rain stopped. I think that would be neat and fun and cool. You wouldn't get a burn, would you? That's just so much damage. And they're fast! I might have to go get Tropius out of the box. I think it's kind of impossible to beat this without Tropius. I might have to go get Lantern too. Just for the sake of beating this battle. Because otherwise they outspeed everything. And with Power Up Punch Waterfall, that is like a criminal strategy. It wasn't on my radar. I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I know they said they updated moves. Didn't have that. Didn't have it on the go-to. Look at that. All right. Bye. Maybe one Sky Uppercut. Perhaps. It was a defense drop. Does this kill? No, of course it doesn't. Even with the defense drop, it doesn't matter. Okay. Don't worry, chat. 2 Pokemon down. My entire team in shambles. It is now Umbreon versus the world. I just watched the Shiny Hoenn video. It's insane how many shinies he got in the first hour. Oh no, it's insane. I'm very excited for Sinnoh. I think it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna go so fast with PLA. It's gonna go so fast. All right, let's try this again. Now understanding that we're gonna face just absolute insanity. Okay. With the knowledge that we have now, I think, personally, Lantern, you're on the team. I'm gonna say Tropius, you're on the team. Yeah, I guess in place of Sneasel, unfortunately. Volbeat is electric type in this game, but I don't think it's worth adding it just for the sake of Waterfall doing so much damage. We have Sunflora. I just don't... This might be fine. This might be fine. I'm gonna lead like this. Just so we don't lose our 2 powerhouses like really early in the game, and then everything's just kind of like spread out. We have a tank early. We can see. We can see. Noros had 16 DSs. That is also very true. 2 whole regions with the entire decks of Sinnoh. Yeah. Like, Fion's gonna be interesting. I don't know. I might get a webcam and like try and see if I can like, please check your phone. I don't have anything. Oh, wait. Ah! I don't want to say what it is. Okay. 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 I don't want to say what it is. I don't want to say what it is because it's not my business to share. But that's really cute. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted to react to. Okay. Sorry, chat. No, it's good. It's good. It's very exciting. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm sure you're very excited. I'm trying to like use very vague terms. That's so exciting. I'm just doing a little wiggle. Anyways, I'm gonna see. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get like a webcam and see if I can like full odds hunt like Darkrai or something in the game for the Sinnoh event, just so we have like more people on it, because to my knowledge, right, you can just do it in Platinum. Like you don't have to have like a limited edition code or something like that, right? You can just do it. You can just go. It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be this whole like thing. Can't you do it in BDSP? I never got the items for it. So I would have to do it in like regular Platinum. Because I was like, oh, the items are always going to be available. I didn't realize it was like you have to get it now or you're never going to be able to get it. And that is where my problems are. All right. I'm just gonna start Confuse Ring. I got Arceus ready. That's it. What a joy. There were items to get in places. The reason I don't have the tickets to see stream. Yeah, it was like a limited time event, and I didn't realize it was a limited time event. But I have 2 DSs. So realistically, I can like double hunt. I would just have to use a webcam for it. Because I think I have a copy of Platinum. And surely I have like a copy of like Diamond and Pearl. And if I can at least get to Darkrai, if I don't already have it, I might have to redo a save file and just like go through all of Sinnoh on like the plane or something like that. You can use mine too if you need. It's just a matter of like, those are like my OG games, like from way back when I was a wee lass. So I just don't remember if I have them yet or not. Or like how you get them. Just because it's been so long, you know? So we'll see. Hope you don't have Patluck. Surely not. Right? It just sucks that Cresselia is a roaming encounter in those games, you know? Is there an easier way to get Cresselia in BDSP? DA or Wormhole? Is Cresselia a DA though? I don't think it is. Is it? It is? Are you messaging our guy? No, I'm messaging... a few of the mods are messing with FIWB because it's really hard for me to make progress on Project FIWB while also testing it at the same time because I have to go back, and by going back it takes me twice as long to go forward. So they're like screenshotting like different areas of the game asking if like things are like typos or if I hadn't gotten to it yet. So I never heard anyone say their favorite Eevee is Vaporeon. I guess I know why, but I'm not going to say it. I mean, I don't think that's why. I'm going to keep it so real with you, Chief. I think the only people who say that are people who are chronically online. I think it's just because there are a lot of Eeveelutions who are cooler, to be honest with you. You know? I don't hear a lot of people saying that Flareon's their favorite Eeveelution, but... You know? I don't think it's in relation to the same reason that Vaporeon is. You know what I mean, Jellybean? Flareon is my favorite, though. Flareon's my favorite. Vaporeon has a cool shiny. Vaporeon has a great shiny. Vaporeon's is one of the few that are like slay the house down. You know what I mean? In comparison to Glaceon, Leafeon, Flareon, Espeon. I'm not gonna say it. I hate Espeon's color. It turns to the color of Shrek. Like, I don't know. Umbreon's OG shiny is actually better than its current one. And that says something. That says something. Espeon slander. I love Espeon. I don't like Espeon shiny. Umbreon's OG shiny, though, was insane. I'm talking the shiny in Pokemon Stadium, chat. Umbreon shiny turned silver. and then its rings would glow rainbow. So it would do this thing where it would be silver, and then it would flash blue, and then it would flash pink, and then it would flash yellow, and then it would flash green. It was so cool. It was so cool, chat. Focus Blast! Who do you think you are? Yeah, you can look it up. It only exists in Pokemon Stadium, and then they changed it. I can't remember which one's out. I'm gonna Moonlight. Is Umbreon's original shiny the gold silver crystal one? I mean, it might be in there. I don't know. I didn't have gold silver crystals, so I am not knowledgeable enough on those games to say if it's there or not. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's so good. I wish they would have kept, like, shiny Umbreon now looks really good. It does. But it's one of those where, like, it's so hidden and just, like, no one knows about it, you know? Chat, unrelated, what would you say is your biggest Pokemon hot take? That the Chimchar line sucks? I think you just hate monkeys. That's still my favorite Eeveelution shiny. Is that a hot take though? Primate, my boy. Interesting. Greet it. That's it. That's the tweet. Delvox is a good starter, and Espeon had a great shiny. Okay. Charizard needs to stop getting gimmicks. True. Dragonite's the worst pseudo? Wow. Wow. And I thought I had heard it all. Chestnut gets too much hate. Blastoise is the best starter in Kanto. Okay. Then you would like to throw hands with each other? Yeah, that was very brave. Gen 5 is overrated because people have nostalgia. I don't know. See, but that's what the Gen 5 people say about Gen 4. So that's what makes it very interesting. Lucario and Flygon aren't that good? Wow, that's a brave take. These hands are rated E for everyone. Oh, Altaria? Gen 6 and 7 are the best starter trios. Okay. I love Dragonite, but it looks out of place. No, I agree. That part I do agree with. Like, I don't know why they did... Will you send me my other photos that I took on your camera in your camera? Oh, for like... Yeah. On my, like, computer? Right? Like, you didn't take anything on my phone, right? Okay. I got you. I got you. Okay, they should be sending now. There you go. Rah. Here we go. When I think of this theme, I think of Mikey. Apparently he uses it a lot in his videos. I haven't seen a lot of Mikey's like recent stuff, but you are not the first person I've heard say that this song is like associated with M&J. That is very interesting. I just had no idea it was such like a staple on his channel. Because a lot of people I know also think of 4th Gen. Because 4th Gen has the salsa as like a channel point redeem that people can do. Okay, I'm gonna synthesis. And then I'm gonna willow. I don't like Gen 7, I'll say it. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's what, mainly because I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just here. 4th Gen Gamer's awesome. I love Josh. I used to edit a lot of his stuff. And then he kind of just strayed away from like wanting to do shorts and stuff like that. I think he just got like way too busy, especially like with the store that he was working on and like the amount of marathon streams he does on top of it and everything. You know what I mean? Also, Vandy, excuse me, Mirror V looking crazy in this game. Isn't it? That's so bonkers. Kinda crazy. Kinda. Sorry, Ace just sent me. Hey, Ace, you like that one? Josh and Elliott stream, but not as much as they before the store. Yeah, I think they just, instead of doing a bunch of smaller streams, they focus on like doing bigger, like more exciting streams, which I think is like, if you're gonna do it that way, I think it's kind of smart because you can consolidate a lot of, oh my gosh. You can consolidate a lot of like time, energy, and effort, because as opposed to doing like quantity over quality, not to say that their streams are not quality in any way, shape, or form, but like they can make the streaming event so much bigger, so it's more of like a, oh my gosh, I gotta tune in because A, they don't stream very often and this is a really big thing. You know what I mean? So it's smart. It's very, very smart. I would also love if this Altaria would stay in the ball. Respectfully. Respectfully. Whenever he's doing your challenge, I call him Mirror V or Vandy Longlegs. That is so out of pocket and funny. Oh, they do a Soul Link every Monday? That's cool. That's really cool. I'm here for that. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Please stay in the ball. Thanks! I love when people listen. Butt dump. Do we think Altaria is Dragon Fairy? Big questions. Big questions. Rah. Okay. Plusle. Okay, TM49. What are these TMs, by the way? I picked them up, but I didn't actually look what they are. We have Swagger, Toxic, and Bulldoze. Hey, Umbreon. Umbreon. It's time. Would you like to be a menace to society? Is it time for you to become a Toxic Stallmon? I think it is. Anything else? No. Okay. I would like to obtain this. TM54. Which is Icy Wind, which I can't teach Sneasel yet, but if it doesn't get it soon, we're gonna do it then. I'm gonna pick up the book that I'm never gonna read, and then we're gonna spam because I clicked the wrong button. And then we fit. I'm going to rescue Plusle. Wessith Plusle! I don't know what this voice is, but it here. Gasp! Gasp! Wessith, you're safe and oh, Plusle! Wom. Mirabee got away, but things will be back to normal here. Juking, I don't even know what to say. Forget it, Silva. We're all unharmed, and that is good enough. Even that Mirabee's been driven out thanks to Wessith. What's that, Plusle? Feeling hungry out of relief? Me too. Me whenever I leave work, actually. Are you feeling hungry out of relief? Okay, Wessith, let's quit this moldy cavern. Quick! Wessith, we owe you a great deal. Sincerely, thank you. If you were even a bit later, Plusle could have been made into a shadow Pokemon. That's horrible. I'm glad everything's fine, Papa. And Plusle, too. What's the matter, Plusle? Oh, after all the rescuing we just did to save you, you want to leave? Wessith, take Plusle with you. Plusle saying it wants to help. That's right. You can't let the criminals get away with it. That's amazing. We got a cute and brave addition to the party. Wessith, we're counting on you. Rah! Plusle was transferred to the PC. Okay. Let's see if Plusle's actually a Plusle. I can't remember if they, I can't remember what they did in this game. Is it actually a Plusle and they just, buff the stats? What did you do? I did eat dinner. My mom made steak. Sorry, Chief. There's big news. You see, Chief Mirabee's underlings have left town. Huh? Chief? You're not the chief. I beg your pardon. I'm here, Johnson. That story isn't new. I've heard about it over and over already. Oh, Chief. There you are. You're such a kidder. Okay. Hello, Mr. Policeman. I would like to use your storage system. It is Plusle. It's level 35. Oh, it's plus, so it'll work with... Oh, your Electric Fairy? Helping Hand, Discharge, Encore, and Agility. What a fascinating moveset for you. And for why. Alright, Altaria, what do you have to say for yourself? It is Dragon Fairy. With Cloud9. Okay, I think we need to start, figuring out the team. Okay. We have Flaffy, so I really don't think we need Lantern. We need a fire type. Chat, I'm assuming you guys want Blaziken over Magmar. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You guys would rather have Blaziken over Tittyhead? It also has a dragon fang? It does. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say yes. Okay. So we have firefighting. We have ghost fairy. I don't know if we need Tropius, so I'm gonna put you here for now. I don't know. Umbreon's a really good toxic stall now that we have it. We have fairy, so we don't really need ice. Because we have fairy for dragon now. I do like Sneasel, but I think Umbreon might be better in the long run. So what are we weak to? We don't really have anything for ground. We have stuff for dark. We have stuff for bug. We have stuff for flying. We don't have anything for fire. We have stuff for grass. We have stuff for... I already said bug. We don't have anything for poison. No, we do have poison. We have Espeon. No more Banana Chin. I'm trying to determine. He was mainly on the team for Mirror B. So I'm just trying to figure out who we add. Because we have Whiscash, which is also just a really good Pokemon to have at this point. If we have Flaffy, I don't think we need another electric type. So, like, these are, like, the three I'm torn between. So it's either, like, we add Whiscash for water and ground. We add Tropius for flying and grass. Tropius also has thick fat, too. So we have an immunity to... Not straight immunity, but, like... We have a fire, like, deterrent, if you will. Yeah, and Altaria's type is changed to Dragon and Fairy. I'm sensing Vandy wants Banana Chin. We can add Banana Chin. We can add Banana Chin. Because, chat, when else are you gonna see Tropius? You know? Never. Because no one uses it. Ever. And then we can kind of just run with this for now, methinks. Because, Ampharos is gonna be Electric Dragon. So that does. Okay. Hey, Fantina. It is Fantina, right? Fatine! Sorry, I was so close. I might be imagining it, but the town's air feels somewhat less dirty. But not all is well. I can feel the presence of black auras coming from shadow Pokemon. Wow, nothing escapes your notice. But there is nothing that'll lose my notice of my fortune-telling. Whoa. The key to freeing Pokemon from that black aura is in the north. Up north, that's where Grandpa lives. Oh no! I forgot that when I conveniently got kidnapped, and I told you that I didn't know why I got kidnapped, but it was actually because I had the only power that anyone has in the entire world to thwart the evil team's plan. I forgot that's why I got kidnapped, and I was on my way to see Grandpa! He lives in Age, which is north of here, which is conveniently where you said the bad aura is. That maybe north is no coincidence. Your answer may be there. Oh, Grandpa was a famous trainer when he was young. Maybe Grandpa would know something. Let's go, Wesith. Oh, Wom. What are we gonna do without you, Wom? I thought Vandy called Magmar Banana Chin. No, that's Titty Head. Or his Japanese name, Boober. Oh, here we are. This is where Grandpa and Grandma live. tastes different here. It's been so long. Let's get going. I bet they're worried about me. All right, do I need to heal, by the way? Am I fully healed? I am. Lore. Okay, also, just for the sake of trying to get you to evolve ASAP, we're gonna do this. What level does Flaffy evolve into Ampharos, chat? Any thinkers? Anyone know off the top of their head? $30? Oh, brilliant. Thanks. You guys are so smart. You guys are so intelligent. Grandpa! Bella! Oh, wow. Welcome, welcome. We heard you were coming, but you didn't arrive and we were worried about you, dear. You finally arrived. What held you up? Oh, I just had this terrible time. On the way here, I was abducted by these creepy people, and then they put me in a burlap sack and threw me on the back of a truck, and then I woke up at a train station, and then this crazy guy told me, hey man, why'd you get trapped inside of a sack? And I said, hey, that's so crazy, I don't know, I just got abducted by these random goons. Oh, hey, by the way, I also have this superpower that nobody else has, and I thought that was really cool and unique. And then they said, hey, that's probably why you got captured. So then I said, yeah, that's probably why I got captured. And then we went to this old crazy town, and then we beat this crazy clown in an afro, and then they said, hey, you should probably come here. And then I remembered that I abandoned you guys, and now I'm here. Oh, how frightful. Thank you so much for saving our granddaughter. I don't know who just subbed in honor of that, but I am appreciative of you. But why would anyone want to hurt Wom? It's probably because I can see bizarre Pokemon, and I'm the only one who can thwart their evil plan. They're shadow Pokemon. They turn into evil fighting machines with hearts of darkness. Oh, shadow Pokemon, what on earth is that? Well, you see. Help, there's trouble. Egan, it's a serious situation. Who are they? I don't know. They just shoved me, and that's enough. I've heard enough. Weeball. Man simply said, he pushed me. And Egan said, I've heard enough. That's really funny. TM 09. Okay. Rah. Ooh. He pushed me. Objection. No pushing. I should also probably... I'm gonna get more Great Balls. Just to say that I did. Because I know there's one shadow Pokemon here. I don't think there's more than one, but just in case they added them here, I don't think they can. I think the person who made the game told me they could only put it where original shadow Pokemon were. I don't remember. I'm doing this just to be safe. Great Balls, please. That's one Great Ball. Thank you. Let me carry on our wayward son. Rah. All right, we cook. Ah, sorry. Also, Vandy, what's your plan for tonight? What's the vibes? What you doing? How you feeling? How's it going? What you gonna do? Pink Power Rangers! Cypher, Dubbin. Oh, 2 water types. So perfect for my fire type. Rah. I wish I had more water. That's what I need to get. H2O. 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen in my body as we speak. Also, chat, I think Vandy left me. It's fine. I would leave me too. Rah. I'm here. He didn't listen. That's crazy. I said, what's your plan for tonight? Stinky smelly. Oh, you have surf. How convenient. I'm gonna die. But you killed Dugong, so that's all that matters. Oh, you're in blue server. Okay. Ah. That definitely makes sense as to why you didn't hear me. We do have 1 spot open as well. Okay. Sounds good. I will probably join soon. Trademark. Were you wanting to be G3? I was just curious what you were wanting to do. Who's Blue? Blue's our friend. I've streamed with him a couple times, so is Vandy. We met him through Unite, but he's a Twitch streamer, also a VTuber. And his name on Twitch is STS Blue. And that's where we met a lot of our friends like Gek, Cat Alice, Ringe, Chills. Like, that's that entire friend group. With, like, several other people not named. So. It's typically where we're, like, hanging out, but Blue is a good friend. You guys can definitely follow him on Twitch. He's apparently getting back into streaming, which is really cool. He took a break for a while. But does Unite a little bit of variety content. So. Very good, very fun time. Sunflora. Vileplume. Do you give YouTubers I miss Doc? Yeah, Doc actually reached out. Doc has been in my streams a few times. But apparently there were just like some personal stuff that happened in like their lives, and so they had to like handle it, take care of themselves and like their mental space and stuff like that. But apparently they're wanting to play Unite again and have been like wanting to get back into the game, and so I haven't had a chance to play with them recently, but I definitely want to like try to schedule some time to just like catch back up and hang out with them and Nikki and just like the whole group. But yeah, Doc's been in stream chat a little bit recently. Getting some Reese and Butterfingers, as you should. Hi, Newt. How you be? How you do? Hi, hi. Big stretch, chat. I'm so stiff. I need someone to just take like a rolling pin and just like roll out my back and get all the knots and like all the pops that need to happen. I'm a chiropractor's worst nightmare because my back just doesn't pop. It's really bad. My body's so tense constantly that like whenever I need to pop it, I physically can't pop it. So it's just like it's stuck there in like permanent turmoil. Some people say it builds character. I say my back hurts. That's how I feel. Alright, this should be enough for that. I need someone to just break my spine and reset it for me. Yeah, I remember, like, they do a little x-ray of your back when you go to, like, a chiropractor. And, like, for me, they color code your back. And keep in mind, I already have scoliosis, so, like, it doesn't really help my issue as well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the nail compliment. I don't know what I did to where you could even see my nails, but... Teehee. Anyways, I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yeah, they x-ray your back, and the scoliosis doesn't help. But when they did my x-ray, it's color-coded, so it's like green, yellow, orange, red, and past red is black. There were definitely parts of my body that were black on the color scale of,
Zachary
like...
Davis 1 chatters, it is time to rise.
Oh, stretch time? So, it was on the scale the worst it could possibly be. Also, I'm wearing pajama shorts. Don't judge, chat. I didn't think I was going to be standing. I just wanted to be comfy. I'm aware it doesn't match. I would never go in public like this. Oops. Alright. You've been doing your first Masuda hunt and it's shiny so bad. Wait, what are you Masuding? Also, why are you Masuda hunting a Pokemon that has a bad shiny? Unless you're doing like a living dex and it's just like the next one in line. You know what I mean? I was gonna say, if you're gonna take the time to put yourself through the Masuda turmoil, definitely make it worth your time, you know? To actually notice the shiny. I mean, I guess that's fair. Oh, you want the shiny so bad. Sorry. Again, my brain. Chat, I'm so tired. I didn't mean to click Thunder Wave. See, it's only getting worse. It's only getting worse. One day. One day, I will just be able to exist. It's 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, shiny Gigalith is really solid, for sure. Oh, you have Earth Power. Me too. That's my favorite move. Yeah, that's why I didn't mean to click Thunder Wave. That's crazy how that works, isn't it? I'm never gonna be able to attack either. Yeah, that's tough. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo, boop. Okay, so you have Baltoy and Girafarig, so I'm just gonna Mischievous. Yeah, shiny Gigalith is such a solid one. Doesn't he turn like teal and like... It's like teal and like hot pink, isn't it? Right? Something like that. It's somewhere in that color realm. Did they change Girafarig's typing? I feel like that should have done way more. What type are you? Hold on. Lucrystal's purple rock body. Okay. Okay. The body stays the same. Okay. I'm learning. I had a rough idea in my brain of what it was. Yeah. Drop the defense. You can stop call minding immediately, actually. That would be really preferred. That'd be so preferred and cool and neat. I don't think I've ever shiny hunted 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Oh, you're just gonna attack the trainer, not actually attack? That's neat. Thanks! So kind of you to just disobey The laws of society. That's our fella. The body turns more purplish though. Okay. Very fair. Very fair. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Why do you have Ice Beam? Who allowed you to learn that? It wasn't me. It was not me who allowed you to learn that. The fact that that doesn't kill. I guess you're level 36. Ow? And for what? And why? And how? Tropius? I think it wasn't for Lycanroc, Gigalith would have been my favorite rock type. Lycanroc is such a good one. He makes me so happy. He's just a big puppy. And you know what the world needs more of, chat? Big puppies. Big puppies who love to play with rocks. And I think that's what really gathers us all here today, is the puppy society. If puppies ran the government, there would be no war. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. He chews on rocks. He picks rocks over tennis balls. Sometimes Dakota eats rocks. And I don't know what in their brain like causes that like instinct to be like, must chew rocks, must chew rocks. Please, please, father, let me chew rocks. And Caden's like, no, put the rock down. And she's like, but yummy in tummy. And I'm like, why? What is your primal instinct that tells you to chew rocks? Like it's forbidden candy, you know? I don't know. I guess maybe it's the same drive that like humans do for wanting to eat the rainbow rocks at the bottom of a fish tank just to see what they taste like. You know? Maybe it's the same thing, except they're just colorblind, so their brain's just telling them that it's rainbow rocks. Apparently it sharpens their teeth. Interesting. What? Chat, you guys don't have the urge to eat rainbow rocks? That's crazy. That's crazy. Yippee! They're my dog's favorite. Oh, the Foxmons and the Ninetales. Yay! Little babies. Look at this guy. Right, left, right, left, right, left. He's shaking in his overalls. You, who are you and what are you doing here? Although you may ask why we are here, I simply cannot answer that. I can see you are a senior citizen, but I cannot allow you to interfere with our affairs. You're the ones interfering. Shady creeps like you I'll personally run out. Now, someone so old shouldn't overdo it. Don't take me for a fool. I'll have you know I was once hailed as the most powerful Pokemon trainer. That isn't all either. I have a comrade with me who I've been through thick and thin. This is the first Pokemon I got, and it's been with me ever since. Okay, Pikachu, we haven't battled this much in a while. Let's keep focused. Cypher Peon, scrub. Pikachu! Chat, look at how fat he is in this game. He's such a chunky monkey. Ah, yes. Quick attack against a fighting type. So smart. So brave. Rah. Isn't this a thrilling battle? One Hd'Shailed is the most powerful trainer, by the way. Let's not forget. I'm simply on the edge of my seat. My favorite move is also quick attack. Rah. Not the old man. Didn't I already say an old man shouldn't overdo it? Grandpa! Pikachu! How dare you! You'll never get away with this. Now someone who may show me a more enjoyable time. That's a crazy thing to say to Wom. How dare you say that to Wom? Hey, him on top. How's it hanging? How's the weather down there? It's good? Are you having a good time? My friend Linz, how do you feel about crazy ideas? I am here for crazy ideas. Open to any and all ideas. I'm gonna feather dance you because that drops your attack like crazy if I am not mistaken. Unless you're just gonna one-shot me. You're just gonna one-shot me. All right. Never mind. Thunder Wave on Wobbuffet should be really solid. Thanks. They moved Big Brother start time and CBS said, you want to see us do it again? So has it aired yet or not? I guess it surely has aired by now, right? Surely. It airs at 10:30 EST. That is bonkers. They moved it for golf. Right. Me too. I also moved it for golf. Have no fear. The golfers, they're here. Ready with wisdom and the Declaration of Independence. It comes in the Golfer's Handbook. All right. Ah, a forgotten man. How does it feel? Morning sun on this thing is so nice. And we're just gonna double into you. And just get you out of the way. That way we can double into Wobbuffet, mayhaps. Unless this kills. It might. It does. It for sure does. I wish I had Leech Seed. Leech Seed would be so good right now. Rah. Weird thing about me and my head chat. As a kid, I always thought Huntail was part ground because it had so many orange spots, and in my head, orange correlated to ground. So even when I clicked Thunderbolt there, I had to like tell myself and like train myself out of my child brain that told me that Huntail was part ground. And then in my head, Gorbis was water psychic. So I thought they were both just like split types. So that Huntail was water ground and Gorbis was water psychic. And that's just the way it was in my head for so long. It also didn't help that Gorbis, I think, learned psychic. So even when I clicked Thunderbolt there, I'm like, am I about to do a silly and chat's gonna yell at me? It was a real question I had to ask myself before I clicked it. And I was like, no. Not like this, not like this. You always did think that Wobbuffet was water. Interesting. I guess that's fair though. That makes sense. Pokemon's really big on the color equals type. So I think that that just really messed with a lot of our brains for a long time. And then they just slowly started to stray away from that, which is probably smart from a design perspective. However, our little pea brains were like, colors! Rah! So, doesn't make things the easiest. Okay. Bye! Button mashing, I would like to purify my Pokemon. It would be great if you would let me purify. Thanks! Also, Ace, I saw your idea. If you want to, you totally can. I just know that's a lot of work. So if that's something that like you're wanting and willing to put on your plate, totally down. I just don't want to give you like immense amounts of work. We just matched against a 𝗖𝗎𝗂𝚗𝚉 and an 𝗟𝗓𝗡 in standards, and somehow we won. We had no reason to. Brilliant! What a fun time. I can also check something for you to see if this will make your life a little easier. I'll DM you. I might have a way to make it so your life isn't as miserable, but we'll see. I'll try. I will do the very best that no one ever was. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's actually gonna make me talk to the NPCs. Royo Raid, thank you so much for the raid, gamers. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Poison. Hello, Crimson. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. For those of you who do not know me, I am Linz. I am a Pokemon content creator, also the girlfriend of Vandy323. We're doing a little bit of Pokemon Grand Colosseum. It's like regular Colosseum, but like way harder. And we're about to purify our team before we call it a stream. So, it's a great time. Thank you so much for the raid, Royal. What did you stream? How did it go? I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hello to everyone who's coming in here, gamers. Would you want me to throw it all in a Google Doc? That would be helpful, yes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. You did Showdown. Okay, very fun, very fun. I hope it was a great time. Vandy has a surprise for you, he said on stream. Vandy? You've been in my chat this entire time, and you have surprise, and you didn't tell me you had surprise? Vandy? Yes, I did see that, Winged Mikey. I think it's their way of trying to balance things more. Who do I need to talk to that I haven't talked to yet? Do I have to talk to Egan specifically? Because I talked to his friend, his pal, his amigo. And it just didn't... I just want to purify my team. Vader, thank you so much. I appreciate you with the raid. I hope you're having a wonderful day, gamer. Thank you, thank you. Who am I missing? What is the lore? Egan? Just let me purify my Pokemon. Oh. This is why. Great. Great. Now we can do it. Okay. Ah! An email. Emergency! We've got big trouble. We just got word from our people that Mount Battle is under attack by a mysterious group of thugs. Brilliant. Mewtwo was the reason I was taking a break from it. Mewtwo's a lot better now. Like, you still don't really want to fight it, and it's just really annoying. but its pick rate is way down. And it's still not ideal, right? But it's way better than what it was before. So much better. I mean, people can still do like really filthy, nasty, annoying comps with it, but it's definitely not what it was like a year ago, you know? Yeah, I don't blame Mewtwo being the reason why you took a break from the video game. For sure. It was just not a good time in any way, shape, or form. Also, thank you so much to whoever followed. I appreciate you, gamer. Okay, let's purify these Pokemon. And then we're gonna call it a stream. Big stretch. Alright. Focus energy. 21, or sorry, 31. You want to bounce? No, I'm good. 32. 33. You want to learn Heat Wave? I'll do that over Feather Dance, I guess. Yeah, Ho is pretty solid, to be honest with you. Like, it does what a tank is supposed to do, you know? And it doesn't do, like, insane damage. Okay. Let me check the nickname doc. Surely. Oh, Kenny has it. Okay, so this is named Natsu. I knew it was taken. I just thought it was 𝗏𝗡𝗅𝗏 who had it. Natsu. Okay, so it's not enough for it to evolve, I don't think, because it's 36, yeah. Okay. And then we'll do Flaffy. Oh, and Mareep is taken too. Huge. This makes this nickname process a lot easier. We don't need charge. 34, 35, 36. Signal beam. Sure. Ready for Worlds? That's a great question, isn't it? I don't know if I am. Oh my gosh, 37? 38? Okay, so I battled with this thing a lot more than I thought I did. That's crazy. Okay. What's your favorite Pokemon? My top 5, I always tell people, are Flareon, Weavile, Milotic, Mega Absol, Mega Altaria. Are worlds ready for you, though? That's a good question, too. I don't know. It's just one of those things where, like, it doesn't feel real. You know what I mean? Like, we started planning this trip ever since they technically announced that it was going to be in Hawaii last year, right? We were like, we're going to go. And then they gave us the dates. And so it was like, oh, okay, so this is, like, real. It's happening. So then we were like, all right, we booked the hotel. And it's just been planned out for so long that, like, it just doesn't feel like it's actually here because it's still just in my head like a concept. You know? It's one of those situations. So when people are like, oh yeah, Worlds is in 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, it's just like, no, it's not. And I'm like, oh, it is. Isn't that silly? 33. I don't want Pear Song, actually. That would be great if I could not. Also, Misdreavus is not taken by a member, so feel free to give me nickname suggestions in the chat. 34. 35. We could use your favorite Pokemon for Project FIWB. We could. We definitely could. I think we did a solid amount of it for FV1. You know? So I don't want to make it too predictable. but we definitely can. Glinda, Shadow, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝚑, I think is what that says. If I'm not mistaken. Cotton candy. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes. I'm just going to do it the fast way. And we're going to see what it lands on. Okay, so here is where it starts. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, I landed on Mikey's, which is not a name. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Shadow. Okay. Shadow. Hopefully Pokemon Presents too. The Pokemon Presents is basically going to be the Pokemon World's closing ceremonies. Because at Worlds every single year, they do a giant, like, info dump at the very end that not only gives news updates on TCG, VGC, Unite, Go. They also announced the new location of Worlds, and last time when they did the Pokemon World's closing ceremony was when we found out, like, a bunch of, like, DLC updates. So we're probably going to get, like, Legends ZA news if I had to take a guess going into World's closing ceremonies, which is going to be on Sunday. So I would expect dual wing beat. Hello? I would definitely expect to get some very solid news updates. That's basically going to be the equivalent of a Pokemon Presents for the World's closing ceremony. All right, chat. Give me Tropius nicknames. If you would be so kind. Tropicana. That's so funny. Alrighty. Kind of letting him come in real quick. Alright, I'm going to cover my eyes. I'm just going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's not a name. I went on Foxion's bot message. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Nanadino. Nanadino. Rah. A little guy. Well, he's not little. He's quite big. All right. So this is officially the team. We have Natsu, who needs to evolve into a Blaziken like yesterday. Focus Energy, Sky, Uppercut, Heat Wave, and Flamethrower. We have Meep Meep, the Ampharos, Electric Dragon type, minus as an ability, with Signal Beam, Thunder Wave, Flatter, and Thunderbolt. We have Espeon, which is our starter, holding the Twisted Spoon with Swift, Morning Sun, Helping Hand, and Psybeam. Synchronize as an ability. We have Shadow, our Ghost Fairy Mischievous, with Psybeam, Confuse Ray, Will-O-Wisp, and Shadow Ball. We have Umbreon, which was our other starter, Moonlight, Toxic, Crunch, and Confuse Ray, Synchronize as an ability. And then we have Nanadino, our Grass-Flying Tropius, Thick Fat as an ability with Dual Wing Beat, Body Slam, Giga Drain, and Synthesis. So, that is the team as of this very moment in time. So, very cool, very neat. I'm going to go ahead and call this a stream here today, though. Chat, I appreciate you guys all for hanging out here today. I should be able to be live the next few days, which is very, very exciting because I know work has made it so I just have not been able to exist in the life of anything. Hi, Klaus. I hope you're doing well. It's wonderful to see you and hear from you, gamer. James, thank you so much for the 21 months, gamer. I appreciate you so, so much, gamer. Thank you so much for all the love, you guys. What are paw prints for? They're basically the equivalent of channel points. It's to basically thank you for watching the stream and hanging out. So you earn them just by watching the stream, chatting in the chat just to prove that like you're active. And then you can redeem them for a whole bunch of different rewards. So if I do... link will pop up in chat that Nightbot will say like, hey, here's all the things you can redeem your paw prints for. Yeah, there you go. So if you click that link to the Google Doc, it'll show you everything you can redeem all of your paw prints for. So you can do like movie nights, You can do members. You can earn stream loot packs, which are like the little animations and effects that appear at the top of the screens. Normally it costs money, but that allows you to get them for free. But yeah, it's just a little way to like thank you for like watching the stream and like give you something out of just like interacting with stream, watching stream, all that kind of stuff. So the more active you are, the more paw points you get. So it's really cool. But with that being said, chat, I hope you guys all have a wonderful and fantastic night, especially going into Monday. So just be sure to do self-care, hydrate, drink your water, do all the kind of stuff that you need to do, because there's only one of you and nobody can ever replace you. And you know what? If no one's told you today, chat, I'm proud of you. And whether that's just you getting up out of bed, whether that's you accomplishing something big, whether that's you doing self-care this weekend to take care of yourself, all of those things are very, very important. And, you know, everyone's victories look different, and you are valid for having the victories that you did today, even if they were very small. So, I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful weekend, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye.